Southwick, where a school bus full of middle school students slid right off the road in slippery conditions this morning.
Western Mass News was on scene as emergency crews helped the bus get back in between the white lines.
We got called by Agawam Police Department over Wimlock that right on the Agawam-Southwick border there was the report of a school bus that had slid off the road or was involved in some type of accident. And there were, in fact, students on board.
Dozens of school districts across Western Mass reported delayed openings to our newsroom. Even with 2 or 3 hours of daylight to allow for extra cleanup, some buses still navigated rough roads, like this one in Southwick, traveling along Route 57 with students from Agawam.
Southwick officers arrived and we observed the school bus, full-size school bus, in the turnaround that kind of got wedged in the snow and started to slide down a slight embankment. Fortunately, there was a telephone pole there that she kind of slid into.
Sergeant Tom Krutka with the Southwick Police Department tells Western Mass News the telephone pole actually saved the bus and students on board from any more damage.
It was a slight embankment and it wasn't real steep. It was very thickly settled with brush. It wouldn't have gone very far. It would have just made offloading and recovery of the bus a little bit more difficult.
He says this particular turnaround was a part of the driver's everyday route. And while Southwick's Department of Public Works had already gotten to clear it out once, it wasn't enough to prevent the treacherous roads on Monday morning.
Unfortunately, we did receive a significant amount of snow. In fact, Southwick DPW did a fabulous job. Our roads were bare last night. So this was just something that they would have cleaned up later in the morning. They were working their way up Feeding Hills Road towards that area.
We reached out to the bus company for a comment and received a statement that reads in part, the Lower Pioneer Valley Educational Collaborative, LPVEC, is and continues to be on schedule with having all of its buses ready to provide transportation services for the opening of schools for the 7-member districts that it serves. Meanwhile, Sergeant Krutka tells us every student made it to school on Monday, safe and sound.
No injuries were reported. In fact, the kids had a blast. They thought it was the greatest thing since Christmas. Unfortunately, they were a little disappointed when they were told they were going to school. Officials from the Agawam School District as well as the bus company were on scene rather quickly. Another bus arrived a very short time later. Students were offloaded and on their way to school.
We also reached out to the Agawam School Superintendent, Sheila Hoffman, who tells us in a statement this morning there was a minor accident with one of our middle school buses. There was no major injuries and students were safely transported to school and all parents were notified. And meanwhile, Southwick police shared with me that there was damage to the bus, but fortunately it was minimal and the bus was able to drive away from the scene on its own after being pulled back up onto the road.